O'toole's your daddy. Like, you'll never beat him. O'toole's our glorious king. I'm like, what in the world? I don't think he says it like when we're coaching. Just like,
Do you think it's the greatest college wrestling rivalry of all time?
imagine like having a lunchbox and going to lunch with a bunch of high schoolers and then go beat a bunch of national champs.
They don't have their driver's license yet.
You're wrestling Bo Bassett. Can't even drive. You gotta win the title, dude.
I know.
You gotta get I'm rooting for you. You gotta.
Thank you.
We're gonna go train right now. Having Jordan Burroughs commentate, you cannot not hit a double leg.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I need to ride this guy out a little bit.
A little bit. 15 mat returns later.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Clash of Combat podcast. First time back in a bit, but we are joined with, some would say, the most special guest on the pod to date, David Carr. How's it going today?
I'm doing good.
I mean, I think we should. There's an elephant in the room here, Crosby. Your favorite wrestler to ever touch the wrestling mat.
Yep,
how's it feel to be in the space of greatness here?
It feels great. It's exactly what I expected. I could feel like your aura coming to the door to get us.
That's yeah, funny. You didn't even need to ring the doorbell. It was
no.
Like, it was right there.
Yeah, it's great.
But no, thank you so much for having us. This is super cool. Kind of a little bit kind of what's going on around for people don't know. There's like a week or so training where you guys have people from other colleges down for like the RTC practices, and we got like 4 Parkside guys. Crosby and I did not make the trip because we're a little banged up a little bit. But other than that, kind of how has this kind of week been with those different people in there?
Yeah, so Drescher likes to, during the summertime, we do RTC practices, and people from all over get to come and train and work out, so that's always good. Different feels. People are, they're funky or they're really strong or they just have different things, and we wrestle each other all the time, like our own teammates, so in the summertime when we can get those different guys in, it's awesome. So your guys has been great, and training with everyone, it's been awesome.
Mm-hmm. Have you rolled with any of our guys? Do you know? We have 4 here.
Yeah, I haven't
yet.
I just been doing camps and stuff, so
okay.
I've been kind of in and out of the training phase, and then I had hurt my ankle a little bit, so I hadn't been able to wrestle live until like a week ago or a week and a half ago or something like that.
And for that ankle, that was the reason that you weren't at the trials, correct?
Yeah, so I couldn't wrestle at the trials. I had ankle surgery. I had tore like 3 ligaments in my ankle. I had to get some screws in there, a plate.
Holy crap.
How do you get this injury? Was it competing or was it like in practice?
In practice. Oh. Yeah, so like the week after Nationals, I was like working out, really excited, and then boom.
Who did it?
MJ Gaitan.
Oh, we rat him out.
It was an accident, obviously, and we were just wrestling live. It just happened, and it's kind of a freak accident. I have good ankles. I don't know how it kind of happened, but it just happened really fast, and then I couldn't even walk or put weight on it.
Dude.
As soon as it happened, so I knew it was kind of bad, and then went and got the x-rays and talked to the doctor and talked to Tim, and yeah, it kind of sucked. I tried to rehab it and actually come back still and try to wrestle, and that did not work. I wrestled our 33-pounder, Evan Frost, and Tim was like, battle test him. That's our trainer. You need to get him ready. And I'm thinking we're just going to, it's my first time drilling. I haven't, because I heard it. So I taped it up and stuff. And I'm like, all right, let me see if I can just hit some good shots and penetration. And he beat the crap out of me for 30 minutes. I couldn't sprawl, I couldn't shoot. And then Tim was like, yeah, you're not going to Olympic trials. And I was like, makes sense.
Yeah. I'd say. How does that, I guess, fare with your mentality? Do you believe that, let's say, with, how your faith is, does everything happen for, let's say, a reason? Do you think of a bigger purpose, or is it just something that hey, it's just what you got to deal with at this point?
Yeah, I think everything happens for a reason. I think God just is building me up and using that resilience and using everything for my good. And so I think that even though I won't have another chance until 4 years from now, I think that it's a blessing in disguise probably, and something I won't really truly understand until later on,
Mm-hmm. No, that makes sense. I definitely want to know about your current situation, because now you're done with college wrestling. Where do you now have hired through the school, correct? So could you talk to me a little bit about kind of your duties on your basic role?
Yeah, so I'm working for this collective. It's called the Carr Collective. I do recruiting for them. I do recruiting as far as helping out with the Iowa State wrestling team. So call recruits and stuff like that. And then RTC, training and things like that to make the World Olympic team. And I also do fundraising, so that's fun too. I want to make sure everyone's getting like good NIL deals and connecting them with the right people. And so yeah, I got to do that as a college athlete. And now being graduated, I can kind of help make those deals happen and also just fundraise. So like one of the donors donated to the collective so he could buy a ticket home to Cuba. So him and Anthony got to go home, and the expense of the flight and everything, which is really expensive, was taken care of by a donor. So the collectives can kind of help, and then they'll make an appearance or do things like that for the cost. So you got to do something, and sometimes it's like appearance, or they go to a community, read to kids, or just things like that. And it's like both. It's really good for just the Iowa State campus and all the people here. It's been really cool.
Sure.
Do they it's like when the donors donate, do they know what their money is going towards exactly?
Sometimes. So sometimes like say like there's a huge transfer in the transfer portal. Some donor might be like, "Hey, I'll give you $100,000 if you get this guy.
Yeah.
I want this money only going towards him, and we'll cut the check. We'll see what we can do." I don't know. I don't know like exactly, but we pretty much would fundraise just for anything really.
Yeah.
And they know like some of this money might go to a scholarship. So like you only get 9.9 scholarships. So a lot of the money that I try to fundraise and the staff tries to fundraise, we could get like we could have like 20 scholarships really if we wanted to.
Oh, okay.
So like maybe a kid's like has a tougher life situation and doesn't have the great home life, but is really talented, and we don't have enough scholarship money. We could fundraise, and then we have that money for scholarship now, and we just give it through NIL. Now he'll have to do some stuff, but
Sure.
it's still like you get a full ride now.
How was that navigating for you in college during that time when it like kind of opened? Did it open up the floodgates for you? Let's say.
Yeah, I opened some doors. It was pretty good.
You got some extra money spent at the grocery store for some steaks, or what?
Yeah, so got some extra money to be able to take care of some needs and things like that.
That's interesting. One thing that I'm always interested, because I understand just the way that, like, let's say me and Crosby use NIL is like one thing. Like now we can advertise like off the videos, and then we can like make our money. And then, but for you would say it's a little bit different. It's more on whether that be like you said, like showing up or doing kind of those things. So I'm just really interested on seeing that, because there's nothing in D2 like we couldn't necessarily do.
Maybe other schools, but there's nothing around us.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely nothing. I can't even think of a single. Well, we did have an NIL club. Like people come in, and there's like a meeting. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
And they were like telling us that we can put
you could say this. Is this a good idea or not? For someone being
sure.
So these people have a meeting for all these bunch of athletes to come in, and all they do is tell you that they'll make a T-shirt with your name on it, and you can sell it to like your family. And then do you even make money off of it?
Oh,
you might get like 10% or something.
Yeah.
It's like,
I don't know. That doesn't sound good to me. That sounds awful. I think we could hook you up with something with Spartan better than that.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You let me know if you want to tie with Spartan. I know you guys got your own thing going on, though.
Wait a minute.
It's Crossface Crosby, baby. Well, here, talk to me a little bit about Spartan. How did that whole come up, and what has that been like for you?
It's been great working with everyone. Joe DeCenza, Nick Gallo, and Vito, Yanni. All those guys are kind of like my coworkers. So we get to do a bunch of events and a bunch of things, and yeah, it's pretty good. It's a lot of fun. The year that NIL kind of came out, they had reached out. A bunch of other places had reached out, but they seemed the most familiar. I was most familiar with them, and wasn't really a ton about the money, but more about just being able to get the right product and have people to work with that were fun and creative, and that's what I found in Spartan is really good, and it all worked out perfectly.
Interesting.
Any shoes coming?
I want to try to win a world title first, and once I would do that, I think maybe we'll get the shoes going. So
see, this has been the topic of conversation for a while.
Okay.
Is who? Okay, there's like a way that I can say this for it to sound like good or / bad. But let me just spit it out. For someone, let's say, to have their own shoe, do you think there should be a barrier to entry?
No, just for me personally, that's what I probably should have said. For me personally, I want to just accomplish a little bit more, like win a world title or at least be a few-time world medalist or something. I don't know. And then I feel like, all right, it'd be cool to have a shoe. But I think if you can be, like, for example, if you just have such a big following and people would purchase your shoe, I think that should give you, like, the ability to have a shoe because that's people want to support you. So, like, even, like, I can't remember this guy's name. He's an influencer, but he didn't wrestle in college. Muggsy. Like, he could make a shoe, and lots of people would support and buy it. And if it looks cool, like, if the shoe's cool, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm going to get it if it looks cool. Right. Like, I think if it looks good, fits good, I would support it. I don't think it has to be like, oh, it has to be like Gable Steveson shoe or something like that. If it's a cool shoe and I support what that person stands for, I'll probably get it.
No, that's interesting because I know that there's clips of, let's say, brands going talking like you don't get your shoe unless you win a world title, win like Olympic title, like,
or Rudis,
Rudis has their thing. You have to win.
Yeah, that's a part of their clause.
That's
an
like
Olympic title. It's not even a world title.
Really?
Yeah,
that's their clause.
So it's like again, it's all to them, but I think there's something about just like how there's different wrestling brands. Like people can just create a wrestling brand and just kind of run with it and kind of do that. So I think that's something interesting, but I just kind of want to pick your brain on that. One thing too, before I don't forget, I want to bring it up. This is a week and a half after David won his second national title. Calls me up and on the phone. And he was basically just saying how he kind of saw where I fell short. And again, this is like, he just won a national title. He's probably like on top of the world. I don't know. I'm assuming. But, I was just like, it was a pretty tough 2 weeks of being like, dang, like again, this is something that I fell short of again. And he basically just, I just want to say I really did appreciate that call. And he helped me with getting the book to Fail Forward, which was something that, you talk about a lot. And I know you quoted on Instagram too, which is pretty cool. And like I said, the biggest thing, I still have to read it completely fully here, but it's just the biggest thing is how you see failure.
Yeah, how your perspective and your view of failure.
And I think that's the biggest thing that I've so far taken away from it. And it's just like, it's super cool knowing that, someone that I guess has accomplished like so much of you. It's like cool to reach out and do that. So I just want to say thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I was watching. I was like, dude, I got to call. I don't even know if I had your number. I was like, I got to get this guy's number and call and let him know because I think a lot of people view failure as something that's bad. But really, if you look at failure objectively and look at like just, okay, I need to do this move or I need to just get better at this or maybe I got tired or maybe this guy's just better at wrestling right now. And when you can look at it that way, you can get better a lot faster. And the book, Failing Forward by John Maxwell, is one of my favorite books. And I read it in high school, but I reread it. Actually, after Big 12s, I had lost to O'toole, and I remember I was like, I need to like get my mind sharp. And I ordered that. I ordered the book, got there really fast, and just started reading it over again because I kind of just wanted to learn those things that I had really had in my mind, and it was really good. It sharpened my tools, and it made me go into nationals a little bit more free and more relaxed, and not afraid of failure. Just kind of embracing what was going to come, whether I win or lose. Just making sure I'm ready, prepared, and trusting in the Lord. And that book was something that helped me. So I figured I try to offer it to you because I thought it was very helpful.
Yeah, no, absolutely. How is having someone like, I guess like Keegan, like for you and him, you guys were like the ultimate competitors for each other. Mm-hmm. Would you say that it's a more positive thing to have in your life rather than just like, not?
I think it's all about your perspective. He's very good. He's someone that makes adjustments. Even in the match, he makes adjustments on the fly. So knowing I have someone like that to train for was really good. So I had to continue to learn and get better. And I felt like we pushed each other. I think each match, something drastically different would happen, and then I have to go back to the drawing board. And it was fun. Like, he's a good competitor. He's a really nice guy. We talked a little bit after nationals, and you know, I think for us, we serve a higher purpose of serving the Lord, and so wrestling is, for me at least, it's just wrestling. It's not. I'm not gonna get like super personal and be like, I hate that guy. It's like, dude, this guy is pushing me to get better, and that's what I want to do. I want to keep getting better at wrestling, and so yeah, that was a fun rivalry. I'm sure maybe we'll wrestle again, but yeah.
Do you think it's the greatest college wrestling rivalry of all time?
I don't know.
I'm throwing it up there.
I think it's up there. We wrestled a lot. I really liked David Taylor and Diggs, my dad and Kenny Monday, Ashgren and I can't remember. I don't know, Pillington. I don't know. I'm
The guy who wrestled in the
blanking.
finals.
Yeah.
That guy. I think is it Pillington.
Pillington. He's Oregon State.
Oh, I can't remember.
Coach.
Ashgren lost to him twice, right?
But they had like a little bit back and
Yeah.
forth.
Shoot, I can't remember his name.
I don't know.
Or at least I think they had it back and forth. I don't know. What counts as a rivalry? Like if you're like back and forth, or just the two really great competitors?
Well, I think like you could say like Brooks and Keckeisen, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I like the back and forth better, I think.
That's
I
why I
like
think
it better,
If it's
but-
back and forth, I think it's greater.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
doesn't like I think even if it's a one-sided rivalry, I still think it's like, man, that's pretty cool. Like you're
Yeah.
watching two really good wrestlers. I don't know. What do you think?
Or even like Starachi and Makai, that was all one-sided.
Yeah, that's true.
But they had a lot of good matches.
The matches were good.
Yeah. Shoot. I don't know. I like the back and forth better.
Yeah. No,
Ours
of
were
course.
definitely a little back and forth.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, because it's like everyone.
Zahid
it's
and
always
Mark Hall,
one-sided,
I just
if
thought
it's
of them
always
at all.
Oh, that was
a great one.
That was a good one.
That was super cool. I remember
Yeah.
watching that one being in high school. That was sick.
Man, how often did you go to the D1 Nationals as a high schooler? Did you go basically every year? And like,
My sophomore year, I went every year after that.
Really?
And it was awesome. Like, I think if you're a high schooler and you want to be a national champ, spend the extra money and go. Because when I went, that's when I just was like, dude, I got to win one of these. Like, I got to be on the big stage, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get there. And same thing for state, like high school state. I remember being in middle school. My dad took me to high school state. We watched the finals, and he's like, all right, now it's time to train. Like, you want to be a four-timer, you want to do this, you just watch these guys win, how cool it is. You got to see the medal. You got to see everything. And I think that's special because it makes it real for you. So if you're a high schooler, go to the Nationals, go support. And I think that's cool.
how is it having someone like your dad, who was, a multiple time, national champion, and he's accomplished so many crazy things in wrestling that some people couldn't even come close to.
Mm-hmm.
How is that having as like a figure in your life to like almost be like, hey, if my dad did it, like, why can't I?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool because he's done all the things I want to do. He's wrestled in the Olympics. He's won multiple national titles, made multiple world teams, World Cups, all this stuff. So being younger, he really helped me and guided me in the right way and showed me really good technique. But I think he showed me the mental side of the sport, which helped me grow really fast. Having the right mentality, attitude, effort, being grateful, controlling what you can control, all those things he really helped me sharpen, and those things I think are really important. Everybody knows a double leg, a single leg, a high crotch, but what are you thinking in between your ears that are going to help you be a champion? And that's what he focused on when I was younger, and still now. We do a lot of mental training, a lot of neck up training, and that helps me a lot.
Was there a turning point when you would wrestle with your dad when you were younger, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Was there a turning point when you were finally like, oh, I'm finally beating the old man?
I mean, it took a while. He like feels like steel when you grab him. Like, he's
Really?
still in really good shape now.
That's what people say about Crosby. I'm not gonna lie.
You pretty strong?
Yeah, strongest on the team, I'd say.
Perfect. That's what I like to see.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Heavyweights got
Well,
me.
I actually brought something. I was gonna save this for later, but we can test our strength actually right now. I got a grip strengther.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We did this with Spencer Lee, and
Oh gosh, I don't know if mine's gonna be that good.
I hit 136 pounds the other day. So if you could beat that, you're pretty damn strong.
I could start.
All right, let's see you do it, and then let me see how you're supposed to do it, and I'll try it, I guess.
All right, we're measuring in lbs here.
All right.
Hold this.
Yeah.
Here we go. One try, one hand.
Yeah, one try.
127. 127.
Yeah, I can't lose to you.
Good luck, buddy.
Did I just go?
No, you click start.
Are you lefty?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
did
Show
you
it.
get? What did you get?
117.
Wait.
No way.
Whoa.
Wait,
It was
one
a one
try.
and done. 152? No. How did you do that?
I don't know. I had a bad grip the first time.
I don't believe that. You've never even got any close to
All right,
that.
how do you?
Wait,
do I
click
just grab?
start. Just
Start
click
on the
start.
far right.
Okay, that 152 is a big outlier. There's no way. I've never. That.
All right.
No, there's no way.
We'll see. Now, can I hold it like
You
this?
hold it and then you let it go. Well, like you hold it and then it'll record
Can I hold it like this and grab it?
Yeah.
All right. 153.
Dude, I think yours is. I believe his more. There's no. You can't do 58 again. Try it.
You just turn it off.
Oh shoot.
Oh God. 34.
I don't know. I don't
Said
know.
34.
Yeah, I don't know. That
was
50, that
sketchy.
whatever. That was crazy.
That was sketchy.
I don't believe
I was
that.
honestly impressed. I was like, oh crap.
You know, me and Crosby were actually talking. Crosby was like, if I was on bottom versus Carr,
Yep.
like, how long do you think until I get up? And I'm like, do you think you could get up? And so I'm here to kind of challenge that. You guys can kind of talk it out. I want to see how that goes.
So could you get up? Is that what you're asking?
Could you hold me down? Like, how long
hold
could
you
you hold
down?
me down for?
Um.
I told him that I think I couldn't get out traditionally.
Okay.
That makes sense. Like,
What's that mean?
you might have me on my back,
Okay.
and I'll squirm or something and get away.
Okay.
But I don't think like I'll be able to just do a stand up because I'll get mat return 50 times.
I'm definitely gonna try to mat return you a bunch. I think you can get it away though.
How long?
How long can I hold you down?
Yeah.
Like you must have confidence in his gas tank.
There's an old Southern maxim they say in Iowa: until the cows come home.
Oh God.
I think I'd hold you down for a while.
Okay. I could respect that.
But I think eventually, I think you would get away. I think you would do something like that. I
mean-
would not expect, and then you get away.
Like we've done like end of practice where it's like you ride them till they get out, like that
Okay.
type of thing.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Nick, like
Yeah.
I've had our coach on me and I got out last, but I got out,
That's pretty good.
but it wasn't traditionally.
I feel like that's one of my stronger positions. I feel I can hold a
Yeah.
lot of people down, but I think you get out though for sure. Like I don't think it would be that long. Maybe like 5 minutes.
Oh, I'll take that.
Dang,
I'll take that.
that's some confidence.
I think you could probably you're pretty big too. You said you're like 190.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could probably I gave you I could probably hold you down for 5 or 6 minutes.
I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah, I'm sure you're comfortable with anything. My goodness. Well, I want to hear a little bit about your just training in general. Like for you, what I've been hearing is you guys could do a ton of running. And I hear that you and Swiderski are like insane runners out of this world. So talk to me a little bit about, I guess, that training schedule of just training outside of wrestling. Like what are you doing?
Yeah, Swizz is, I would say right now is probably the fastest on the team. During the season, he would win a lot of the runs. I was a lot faster when before I hurt my ankle.
Oh, I bet.
So I was doing pretty good before I hurt my ankle. I'm kind of like getting back into the running a little bit. I'm not doing too bad, but yeah, we're doing some. We like to run. We like to run like just 2 miles or 1 mile, but it's like all out. So it's just you're sprinting basically for 1 or 2 miles. And then we do sprints too. Like in season, we do sprints and stuff, and then strength training. Durbo. Ben Durbin is our strength coach, and he's phenomenal. He's world class when it comes to just the different variations of lifts and making you stronger for wrestling and wrestling positions. So really grateful for him. So yeah, I mean, runs, lifting, things like that. I mean, I think that's pretty standard for most colleges. Yeah.
How often do you guys run like a week during a season?
During like in the season.
In season.
Maybe once, twice.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if like when we start to get into our duels and stuff, maybe once a week.
What do you think like your fastest all-time mile was?
Fastest mile, I don't know, maybe 5:08.
Ooh.
5:08. Yeah,
That's
you
fastest
probably
on our team.
you probably be the best there. I think who's the fastest?
It's either
5:35.
yeah, and that's Corrigan or Matthew Chi. You met him, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know. I feel like we run so much that because I didn't like running when I first got to Iowa State, but then Drescher. Well, I love Drescher. He has so many philosophies, and he has these talks before practice. Gets me like fired up. So like when we have our run, I'll be like, I don't know, if I'm not really feeling the run, and then he'll start talking, and I'm like, I'm gonna try to kill this run. I'm gonna try to like exhaust myself until I can't walk. So he does a good job of like motivating us, and he has so many philosophies, so many good things that he says, and I think that's why Iowa State's just climbing so well. I mean, got 4th last year as a team, and then winning the Big 12 championship, which we haven't won since 2009. So I think his philosophies and things like that, like I like just wrestling and going in there, being like going in there like it's a lab and testing out different theories and trying different moves. And so when it comes to running and lifting, I feel like Drescher does a good job of like explaining why we do what we do and the timing of when we do what we do. And everything's very exact. Like we're doing this, everything we do is like for a purpose. And like he explains that. And I think that's why I really enjoy it. And I think the guys really start to get a lot better because they know like, okay, we're running right now because of this, and we're doing this because we need to do this. And we're trying to grow our gas tank and things like that.
Is there like a quote that Dresser says that's like always sticks in your head, whether that be funny or like really like motivating? Is there one in particular, something he says?
He has like 1,000 quotes I have in my head. I'm trying to think. What's a good Dresser quote? Well, there's one that's in the room, like it's in our wrestling room that he likes to say. And, you know, he just says like a lot of it, like I'm a butcher the quote a little bit, but it's something like there's a lot of things that's gonna help your success at Iowa State, but a lot of those things are gonna be like depending on what you want to do or like what you want. So it's like something like it's on the wall, so you guys will see it. Sure. But it's something like there's a lot of things that can influence your success, but like what you choose to do and what like how bad you want it basically will determine how successful you'll be. Something like that. He likes to say that quote, and then he also always talks about routine, like sleeping at the right time, eating the right stuff. All that little stuff is important. So we talk a lot about that routine, cutting your weight right, just doing everything right. Metcalf kind of drills that in our heads, like making sure you're doing everything right. That's going to help you have a greater chance of being successful.
One thing about Dresser, we were talking about on the way up, how cool is it to have a wrestling move named after you?
Yeah, isn't that cool? Yeah. Like the Dresser dump. Like that's nuts. Like he just could you imagine the car dump? Like could you imagine like my own move?
It'd be like
that'd be cool.
It'd be like the car. I don't even know what I said. The car wreck.
The car wreck. Yeah, what
That'd
move would that be? I'll have to hit something new.
Maybe that's the double. That's the double or something.
Nah, I can't claim that. That double's been around. The double's been around forever. But if I hit it in a certain way, maybe.
True. Maybe we'll think when we're filming like.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, because we always thought it was like we're like reaching on to the bottom of the dresser.
Yeah.
Like that's when someone told us the dresser, because we learned it a while, like in like middle youth.
Youth. I remember learning it when I was younger, and then I got a lot better at it. Like I was able to pin a lot of the guys with the dresser dump. That's another thing I'm really like coming to Iowa State. Dresser always like you should always add to your wrestling, and like dresser dump, assassin, Win Dixie. Like I remember learning all these moves, bow and arrow, and so that's kind of another fun thing. Dresser's like constantly challenging like us to like learn new moves and try to like try it, and like if you get it, you get it. If you don't, it's no biggie. Like we're not hitting any like crazy moves. Like we'd go to our back. So like you miss a dresser dump, you just let him go or something.
Right?
Does he call it the dresser dump?
Yeah, I mean it's his move.
Yeah. I
don't think he says it like when we're coaching. Like I don't think he's like
hit the dresser.
Just a dump. Like,
That's hilarious.
like, I don't think he says that. He might be like, hit a dump or,
Yeah.
I don't know, put the guy on the back, like try to pin him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's funny. What's your relationship like with Aaron Brooks?
Yeah, I mean, that's like one of my best friends. I talk to him a lot. I was actually just talking to him. I FaceTimed him yesterday. And they're at the Olympic Training Center and training and stuff. So I was asking him how that was going. And I was giving him a hard time just about some funny stuff. And yeah, I'm really close with him. I've known him since like we've been little, like middle school.
Really?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I sucked when I was little, but I knew him.
I didn't know if you guys like just became friends in college or something.
No, we would like warm up. Like, so before like Fargo one time, I didn't have a partner, he didn't have a partner. And we're like, you want to warm up? I was like, sure. Like, I literally don't have anybody. So we warmed up and then we both like teched our guys in the finals in the same score. Like,
Oh, really?
It was like crazy. And then World Team Trials, we warmed up. And then we went to the Worlds, warmed up, wrestled. Like, we've been just around since like cadets all the way to like to college.
wow.
Yeah.
That's actually sweet.
Dude, I wish someone like recorded that moment of like, hey, partner, should we go?
Yeah,
Start
should
it.
we? Yeah. You
Should
like?
we? Dude, that'd be like a perfect album cover. You're just like you both pointing.
So yeah, that's so I've known him for a while. Really good guy. He's a brother in Christ. Most times we're on FaceTime or reading scripture and talking about the Lord, and then sometimes we're just trying to, I don't know, make each other laugh, just relax, especially like at tournaments, or like I'll go see him or he'll see me at a tournament. So that's always fun.
Nice.
Where did the idea for the 100% Jesus headbands? When was it like you're like we should do this every nationals?
I remember so we're on FaceTime, like we'd call each other right before like his Big 10, my Big 12, kind of around the same time. And so I remember us being like, we need to like think of a way to like, because we're going to talk about it in our interviews, we're going to talk about our faith, but it'd be cool if we could find something like a shirt or a headband. And then he had watched like a documentary or something, like maybe the Neymar one, and he had like the headband. So then he ordered headbands on Amazon, and the Nationals, I think it was my sophomore year Nationals, he brought the headbands, and he's like, here, this one says like prayer warrior. And then the one he had was like a fish, like the Jesus fish. Yep. And then the next year I had ordered the 100% Jesus headbands, and then I just brought it, and then we were like, all right, we're going to order these all tournament. And then the next year again, we just, because I like we'll give them away. So like I don't even have mine. I have one now, but usually after the tournament we'll give them away. So then we just ordered one each year right before the Nationals, and it was just a tradition then, and then it was kind of cool.
Dude, I feel like every time you see, like, because you guys were two other guys doing it, it's like, it gives them like plus 100 strength.
Yeah.
That's like, it's almost like, dude, what's the point? Like, they're going to win. That was just like something that's super cool that even like we were talking about, like, dude, how cool would it be to like.
We were gonna put them on for this pod, but we didn't have a date. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. True.
We were gonna bring them for the
That'd been
pod. Yeah. But we didn't have a date at the time. That was like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
But we also had so we had guys run Freestyle State in Wisconsin, like on our team.
Uh-huh.
And they said that they saw people wearing the 100% Jesus headbands.
Really?
Yeah.
There was so on Instagram I get tagged a bunch, like kids are wearing them at tournaments and state. So I thought that was really cool, just to see like other people doing it and being bold in their faith, and I thought that was cool. Yeah.
What was your reaction once Brooks beat Taylor and is on the Olympic team? What was your initial reaction? Because you were there.
Yeah. So I got to go there and watch. Even though I wasn't wrestling, I was like, well, I might as well watch my boy Brooks and like help him out. And yeah, I was just super excited. He had been talking about making the Olympic team since he was been little. Same thing. Like I've been talking about trying to make the Olympic team. So when you get to watch one of your best friends do that, it's pretty cool. And obviously I have a lot of belief in him because I see how hard he works. I see the dedication, and he's like a student of the sport, always learning and getting better. And even like he helped me a lot. Like if I have certain positions, I'll ask him about it, and he'll send me a video like, this is what I would do, or this is what I think. Like you should try this, or you should do this, and that's how close we are. Like just things like that. So yeah, when he made that team, it was super special.
Dude, that is OP too. Having two guys like your private instructor. Like, come on.
Yeah, having
come
AB
on.
as a kind of brother that can kind of talk through situations, talk to mindset. It's kind of cool. It's been a cool relationship to have, and to see him grow as a wrestler in his faith, vice versa, just helping me grow. It's been fun.
So for you, I would say on career-wise, what do you think would be the pinnacle, or what's really the end goal with competition?
Olympic champ.
Olympic champ.
That's the goal. That's my dad made it to Olympics. He was Olympic bronze, and you know, really just and my uncle, one of my uncles, Uncle Jimmy, he passed away a few years ago, but he's the youngest Olympian for wrestling. So he made an Olympic team at 16.
Wow.
Oh,
And he won he was beating national champions at the I think he won the Midlands. Like he won the Midlands as a high schooler.
Dude.
Imagine having a lunchbox and going to lunch with a bunch of high schoolers and then go beat a bunch of national champs.
We-
and then make the Olympic team.
We were saying it was like some of the kids that are crazy good, they don't have their driver's license yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? You're
Like,
wrestling,
they-
you're wrestling
they're-
Bo Bassett. He can't even drive. Like, that's crazy.
That is true.
Bo Bassett's just hand fighting the hell out of you. You
Oh
can't
my
even.
gosh, bro.
You're like, this guy doesn't even have his license.
I'm just getting fake snap, go behind.
That'd be
fifth time.
awful. That'd be awful.
Yeah. What are your thoughts about Bo and his current domination?
I love that kid.
yeah.
He's a beast. Machine gun mindset. I think that's what he says.
It's actually it's a little sad though, because today he took Parkside off of his college commitment
He
list.
did.
Which it's fine. It's fine. I don't know what went wrong. You know
Yo, what happened?
what happened. But
Yeah,
regardless.
he's a beast. He's, I mean, the nicest kid. I talked to him on the phone a few weeks ago. Super nice kid. His faith, what he stands for, I love it. So, yeah, just he's awesome.
Yeah.
I think we got to ask the question, Crosby.
Oh man, which one?
The matchup.
Islam?
No. What's your prediction? Score. Give me the score. Me versus Bo. Right now.
You versus Bo?
Me versus Bo.
Bo who?
Bassett.
Oh my god!
You know what's crazy? Is this answer has
I thought you were gonna
changed?
say Bo Bartlett.
Oh, no.
Oh, we got the answer to that.
Yeah, we got the answer to that. But this from Bartlett. But this one has the answer has changed progressively.
Yeah.
In the past year.
Like what people
insane.
have been saying.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, think about it. When we had him on the podcast, he was sitting under 130 pounds. He doesn't look on. I'm guessing he was for sure under 130.
Oh, yeah.
But and he was small.
Yeah.
But then literally within a year, he's damn near
He's gotten bigger.
he's looking like a whole different person. And
Oh, yeah.
also it's at that time he didn't. That was before a lot of
So,
stuff. But
are you 41 or 49?
41.
And then he's wrestling. What is he wrestling at again?
Well, 65 kilos for freestyle.
So that's
143.
143.
The matchup's folk style. The matchup is
It's folk style?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. If it's folk style, that's going to be a close match. I don't know. Do you have a pretty good gas tank? I haven't watched.
In
The
season.
only thing I see is
in season's fine. Yeah.
I don't know. It's going to be a good match. I don't know. I don't really know. I'd give you the edge if I'd give you the edge. That's my roommate. What if I was like, this is some random guy walking around the house right now? No, that's my roommate. Yeah, I'd give you the edge. I say it's 4-3 or something like that.
Really?
4-3.
But I'd say you have to you would have to
A lot of right things would have to happen.
yeah, everything would have to kind of go your way. Because as soon as it starts going his way,
Yeah.
I don't know,
Well,
dude. I'm gonna have to take. I'm gonna have to take
yeah.
my boy Bo because
Yeah.
he just
I don't
doesn't
blame you.
stop.
Yeah.
I know.
He's not gonna
I
if
know.
you take him down, he's not stopping.
No, that.
I can't even
And he's
see
good
him
on
wrestling.
top.
Yeah. And he crazy good. I just don't understand the.
I don't know. Now I'm switching my answer. I don't know.
No.
I haven't. I think you guys need to do a super match. That's all I
Yeah.
think.
No. That's
I
kind of
think you guys just need to. I think you just need to make the match happen, make all the people proud and happy.
That's true. I think we gotta do it somehow this summer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there's.
I gotta see it.
I gotta see it too. Shoot. Damn. Yeah. Well, actually, well,
Nothing.
I'm just thinking.
Well, I got a question. I got a stat question for you.
Okay.
Not really stat, but you were 67-0 in duels in your college career.
Yeah, never lost a duel.
So why didn't you wrestle every single match like it was a duel?
That's a good question. I don't know. That's a good question. You know, I think that the duel is really fun because when you have one match, you can just empty everything. Like you can give it your all, and then you don't have to wrestle anymore. Like, you just go home. Yeah. Where in a tournament, you can't empty all in one match. You got to wrestle 5 more matches or like 4 more matches. But I think that helped for me. Like I can go be explosive and like use all my strength and do all that in one match, and then I know I get the rest of the day and like eat food and stuff. Where a match, not that I'm not gonna like use the same thing in like a tournament, but it's like I gotta replicate that over and over. Yeah. And the other simple answer is just like it's really hard to go undefeated.
I'd say. Is there like a pre-match like ritual that you do, like let's say the day of the duel? Because the duels are usually at night. Yeah. Is there something that you do basically like on a consistent basis every single day? Well, or like not every single day, but like the same day of the duel.
I just like eat a ton of candy.
Yeah,
Eat a bunch of gummy bears and stuff, and then get like a Dr. Pibb and get after it.
Damn.
So
respect.
I don't do that for the tournaments. Maybe that's where I was going wrong.
Yeah,
that's true. I think the biggest thing for me and my biggest downfall is that I just feel too dead the day of a
really
tournament.
Is your weight cut?
Yeah, it's usually the weight cut, but it's like I don't even know. And I don't think I'm like a wussy, but shit, maybe I am. But yeah, I think that's always been like my worst trait.
Why don't you go up? Go 49.
Wrestle Jalen for this spot. I don't know. I said, well,
do you guys have a good 49 pounder?
We do.
All American?
Yeah.
2-time.
2-time.
Yep. We were. Yep.
Tell him beat it. Tell him get out of here.
Get going.
He's actually our 49 is
what
his
year is he?
High school rival.
My age. Yeah.
He's your rival.
We were high school rivals. So, but no, now we're chilling. I mean, we're great partners. It's
That's what he wants you to think.
Shoot.
I think you need to take a spot.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just kidding. I don't want to start any beef.
I'm still going
I'm joking. No, I'm joking. I do think you should go up though.
yeah, that's fair.
Or just like maybe just tweak, the diet. Talk with a nutritionist. That's what, sometimes you have to do that. And then you'll feel better maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that why was your cut to 57 really hard?
Awful.
Really?
It's terrible.
Oh man.
I couldn't do that anymore. I say that, but I'm gonna even try to keep cutting more, but we'll see.
So did you felt really good at 65?
Oh, I felt great.
That's good.
I felt it was really good. It was a good transition. 57, if there was like, I don't know, 57 was almost just a little too much. Not too much, but doing it every weekend was really hard. Like if we had to wrestle like if I had to make it just for like Big 12s and Nationals this year, I could have did it. But it would have been really hard. I wouldn't have enjoyed it. So the coaches were like, you should just go 65 and lift a lot and just like enjoy it. And so that was the plan. And I knew 65 would be a challenge. So I knew I would have to get better at wrestling and get more competitive. Just everything would have to get better. My nutrition, everything had to be locked in. So it was a good move. And yeah, 57 was just too much. It was starting to get too much for me.
Well, one thing we haven't talked about yet is your finals match with Mesenbrink. And, I mean, just take me through wrestling that dude. Crazy pace. Didn't even know he was supposed to go in for a takedown with the last 10 seconds left. You probably felt great.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. So, yeah, that match, I'm super excited for the matchup. Like, having Jordan Burroughs commentate, it's like, you cannot not hit a double leg.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
like,
true.
you at least got to try it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, JB's on the mic. I'm going to go out there. Not even joking. I'm just thinking, like, I'm going to hit the hardest double leg I can. And if he stops it, at least he's going to feel like I'm going to sting him at least. Yeah. Like, he's going to be like, dang, this kid's at least strong or fast or something. So then, like, yeah, go in there, hit some fakes, I'm like, all right, let's try it. Boom, get the double leg. I'm like, sweet, perfect. I'm like, all right, now I need to ride this guy out a little bit because
A little bit. 15 mat returns later.
Because I figure I'm like, maybe this will tire him out a little bit if I'm like holding him down. Because you know, like if someone's riding you, get like nervous a little bit, and you're like, maybe I'm wasting too much energy trying to get up. I don't know. So I was like, let me try to hold him down. I hadn't seen anyone like try to ride him or hold him down, so I was like, maybe this will be different. Maybe that'll throw him off. And then just wrestled throughout the match. Was able to get a reattack. I also thought this was interesting. You tell me what you think. So I shot twice and shot him out of bounds, and they stopped it, and he's like waving like this hand to stop. So I was like, oh dude, sweet, that's injury time. I'm just gonna go down. So I told the ref, like, that's injury time, I'll go down. And then the ref was like, no, that's my time. I was like, bro, you're not the one hurt. What do you mean my time? What does that even mean? Yeah. So sometimes refs will do that.
Is this when you hit him in the head?
Yeah. He was like this, and so I just shot him out. Literally 6 seconds later, I shoot again. He shoots. I reattack, and then it hit me for stalling. I was like, dude, what the heck? So I didn't like that stall call just because I was like, I literally just shot him out of bounds. Mm-hmm. And he stopped the match, and I should have choice. Yeah. But I don't know. I thought it was like, it's no biggie. And then I was like escaping. So before that, so the second period, I'm like trying to escape, and I escape, and I'm like out of bounds. Like I did a sit out, I'm like out of bounds, and all he did was like take the space. So he's like kind of walked into me, and they called me for stalling. I was like, I was already out of bounds as I did the sit out. Like I hit the sit out, I was already out of bounds, kind of. Yeah. And I kind of stood up because I'm like, all right, we're out of bounds. And he took the space and they hit me for stalling. I was like, that was such a weird stall call.
Is he just prone just because he's used to getting, when Mesenbrink wrestles, there's going to be a lot of stall calls?
The refs know.
I think they know, like that's what he's looking for.
Yeah. Trust me, after that match, we were in our team group chat and everybody was arguing those stall calls.
I just thought it was weird. I don't know. I feel like I could have they probably could have hit me. But at the same time, it's like I like hit more shots than he hit shots. Yeah. Like, if you go and count, I hit more, like at least one more shot than he did. So I was like, okay. So then you look at like he pushed me to the edge, which I don't know. I like to have space and like fake and move. So like I'm gonna be like kind of on the edge a little bit. Right. But it's whatever. That's kind of like my thoughts on the match. I just thought a few weird stall calls and. Yeah, it was a fun match. Like he was like talking to me during the match. He's like, "This is a great match" or something like that. Really? He's like clapping his hands, and I was like,
he just loves wrestling.
This dude like has to like get giddy about every match. Yeah. Like he's like excited to get on the mat, which I kind of like. I think that's pretty cool. Like it's kind of fun. Like if you can look at wrestling that way, where you're excited and you're like having fun and smiling. Like I try to like smile a little bit before I run out and wrestle, and it helps you relax. And yeah, I think that's a great approach. But yeah, he's a good competitor, and yeah.
What were you thinking when he like wasn't shooting the last 10 seconds?
I don't know. I was just like,
dude, were you like, this is kind of weird?
Well, when he was like pushing into me, and I thought he was just trying to push me out. So then I circled in, and then there was like 10 seconds left. I think there was like still 10 seconds left, and he kind of stopped. And I was like, okay. I'm thinking like it's like a trick. You know, someone will kind of let up and they'll like shoot. So I was just like. Okay. Just waiting for him to like shoot real quick, and then they blew the whistle. And I was like, "Oh, okay,
I'll take that."
I was like, "Yeah, I'll take it."
That's funny. He's actually coming to wrestle with us tomorrow.
Yeah, I should be in the room.
Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe we can teach him a thing or two.
Yeah.
Maybe
show him some stuff.
Yeah. Show him how to defend the double or something. But.
Who do you think would have won the matchup of him and Keegan?
That's tough. I would say I've wrestled them both. I'm gonna say O'toole. Okay. Like I think he's really flexible, has really good counter offense, and I think if Mesenbrink just goes in there, like most matches, he like goes in there, charges the guy, and like hits a lot of shots, and I think that would favor O'toole. But at the same time, they've wrestled each other, so maybe I don't know. They've wrestled each other, so maybe he's felt that. O'Toole kind of goes forward too. They kind of do the same thing: lefty collar, snap, pressure, drags, and things like that. Maybe that's like the Askren style, but it'd be interesting. I just think I'd give the edge to O'Toole for sure, just because I feel like his defense and his ability to funk and do things like that would help.
Nice. I got a quick story about Ben Askren.
Sure.
So we were driving to Nebraska in May for the P&L duels because we were filming for them. And it was like, it's high school. The kids in the back were like watching one of the podcasts, I guess. And they all of a sudden go and ask me, Crosby, who's your favorite wrestler? And I'm in shotgun and Ben is driving. And I was like, what are you talking about? Because obviously you beat both of his guys. And they're like, well, who's your favorite wrestler? Who do you want to win this year at 65? And I was like, oh, Carr. And then Ben immediately looks at me and goes, boo.
Yeah, I know he doesn't like me, so it's all right. Like, I know he doesn't, so I'm not like super surprised. Yeah, I mean,
everybody was laughing, but yeah.
There was definitely when you were kept saying how Carr was gonna win.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people disagreeing with that.
oh,
I got a lot of hate for
Dude,
that.
I have
Were you
like-
almost surprised at how many people were cheering against you?
I have like literally like 20. I have so many hate comments on my like TikTok.
No way.
It's crazy. I'm like, dude, I'm like pretty nice. Like I don't talk too much
Yeah.
crap or anything like that. Like I just go out there and try to wrestle. And people were like going on my page and like they'd be like, O'Toole's your daddy. Like like you'll never beat him. O'Toole's our glorious king. I'm like, what in the world? I'm like, what is this? I'm like, I don't know if like, I was like, I don't know like what to think of this, but yeah, I was just like, I'm just like posting like, I remember we won the Big 12, so I'm posting about winning the Big 12s.
Yeah.
People were spamming comments like O'Toole, all this stuff, and I was just like, I don't even know like I said, I like O'Toole. He's a cool guy. Like I have nothing against him, but dude, his fans are crazy. I guess.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, there's no way no one that like supports me or likes me. There's no way they're going on his page and be like,
Right.
yeah, Carr's gonna get you. Like I had like little like sixth graders commenting, O'Toole's coming after you. He's gonna get you. I was like, what in the world?
It was like I didn't see like any support for you until I posted that one clip after you beat him at Nationals.
Then
Everybody's
hop
like,
on the back.
yeah.
End.
I knew this was
gonna happen. No, you did not. That's why I did like this thing where I like hang up.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, and like I don't think it's like I said, it's not like him, but like maybe like just younger kids who like just go crazy on my comments. I'm like, and like people who are just like fourth seed, people doubting me. I'm just like, is that you on the fourth seed? Boom. And so that's why like no disrespect or anything like that, but I was just like, wait, this is the haters? Fourth seed? You didn't think I would make it? All right, I'm hanging up on you guys. Like
That's awesome.
That's kind of like the story behind that, because I talked to my teammates and they're like, dude, they don't think you're gonna like. I don't think they think you're gonna win.
Yeah.
Like people are saying like you're getting like fifth or something. Like that's what my teammates were saying. They're like we think you can win, David. But I'm reading these comments. They're saying you're gonna get pinned. They're saying even if you did wrestle Mesenbrink, he'd tech you. All this crazy stuff. I'm like, all right. So then that's this.
Dang,
That's
is cool.
sweet.
Well, yeah, one thing I guess social media has just opened the floodgates of. I think it makes people like outside people care more about it because there's more chatter.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see, you know, how that has impacted, you know, wrestling specifically.
Yeah. I usually don't read the comments. For some reason, I was like, we just won the Big 12. I was like, let me check what these guys are saying. And I'm like, no way.
We just filmed a pod the other day, and we were talking about how if Islam Makhachev came and wrestled in Division I or D2, we both said we think he'd win a D2 title, but we think that he would end up around your weight class.
Isn't Makhachev?
Yeah, because he fights 155.
Yeah.
That's like the 24-hour weigh-in, so he's cutting.
Oh, he's cutting a lot. So
Yeah,
he wouldn't
yeah.
be a 57.
No, so I was thinking 65 or 74. How do you think a matchup like that goes for you?
Me wrestling him?
Yeah. Let's say freestyle because I don't think he'll know folk style.
Yeah, if it was folk style, hold him down all day.
Oh yeah.
No, freestyle. I don't know. I like freestyle a lot. I feel like I've been wrestling freestyle since I started wrestling. Like I did folk style, freestyle. So I love freestyle. I feel like I don't know. I don't think his takedown defense. Like I think there's a different level of like wrestling, and then like MMA wrestling.
Right.
So I feel like I would beat him pretty good.
Attack him
But-
first period.
No, not like that bad. But I think he still has a high level of wrestling.
Yeah.
So, because I think there's a video of him saying like he beat Jordan Burroughs.
Yeah.
So like he must think his wrestling's pretty good. So I'd say it'd probably be like maybe 6'2".
6'2".
But I also like I personally don't think his wrestling's gonna be like that good.
Right.
Sure.
Like I think if I wrestled him, I don't think he'd be like maybe take
You
me
think
down.
he's scoring on you?
I don't know. See, I don't know. I don't think he's like his
Maybe
like
a
watching his
push-up?
MMA wrestling. I'm like, dude, you're not that good.
Yeah.
Like it's like you're wrestling people who aren't wrestlers, and you can take them down, hold them down. But I'm like I'm not gonna let you like.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Could you see MMA in your future?
I want to, but we'll see.
Got to win the Olympics first.
I mean, I'm not gonna stop until I at least make the team.
Yeah. Yeah. That's respectable.
So I might be like 40. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, dude.
No, I'm trying to. That's the goal. I just want to keep going just wrestle until I can't anymore, and then in fighting, you can kind of start fighting when you're like 30s. Like
Well, if you're really good, yeah.
Khabib didn't even like hit his prime or peak until he was like 32, 31.
Right.
And then he went undefeated for a long time, and then he stopped at like 35 or 36. So
Yeah.
I could start in like my 30s,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Did you ever get invited to like an MMA training camp to like train like a fighter? with wrestling?
I've talked to some different fighters like Usman. I've talked to Jones. He's too big, but he'd be like, hey, if you want to, do the fight thing,
Dang.
that'd be cool.
That's cool.
So I thought that was cool. John Jones is definitely my favorite fighter. Like he's the GOAT.
That
No one can argue that. He's the GOAT.
Huh?
You like John? You think he's
Who's the GOAT?
Oh, yeah,
Who's the GOAT?
John Jones. Yeah.
All right, who's the GOAT?
Yeah, John Jones.
He doesn't watch too
Oh
much
my
fighting.
god, it's John Jones.
Nah,
It's
I
easy.
don't know. I don't know if you.
That's
You guys
easy.
ever heard of Conor McGregor?
Okay.
All right, dude. All right.
I just hate when people say like Khabib's the GOAT. I can't stand that.
No, he's not though.
Not at all. I feel like it's like
John Jones. It's not even a conversation.
yeah, I agree.
He's just far ahead. He's
Yeah.
too far ahead.
I do
Like
think,
what he's been able to accomplish, being the youngest champion, like everything he's accomplished is like,
Yeah.
And
come
he's
on.
like still like basically.
he's heavyweight
Yeah.
champ
Yeah.
right now.
He's hurt.
Yeah.
But if he wasn't hurt, again, he'd just keep dominating.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, he tore his pec.
That sucks.
I thought the way Usman's arrow was going, I thought he was going to end up being the GOAT eventually.
really?
Yeah.
I know he did have a good run, didn't he?
Yeah.
A lot of title defenses.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
Yeah. Man.
What do you think about Carter Strachey? Him, boom. What do you think?
Carter and Usman?
Yeah,
Well, right now, Usman would beat him in a fight.
like they just went. If he had like a few years training, UFC, had a few wins.
I don't know. I think Carter's going to be good.
I
You think
gonna-
he's gonna be better than Bo right now?
Yes, I think Carter's going to be better
do you
than
think?
Bo.
I don't know.
Bo, like, he just makes...
Bo's a beast though.
He is, but he,
I'm
like,
I'm on the Bo Nickel train, dude.
he like scares me when he
he's
goes out
dominating.
Yeah,
there.
that's what.
He's
So in the last
dominating.
fight, yes, but in the last fight, like Crosby said, like that was the first time like he was scared that like holy cow, like Bo could get like slapped. Well, like
What?
whatever.
No, whoa.
Okay,
I did
hold
not
on,
say
hold on.
that.
Yes,
I
yes.
did not say that.
Not okay. Slapped.
guy-
What was the word? What was the word? Like
It was like tested, maybe? I don't
okay,
know.
like it was like
Everyone's gonna get a little tested a
Yeah.
little bit, dude. He's only. You
That's
gotta
true.
remember,
That's true.
dude. He hasn't. That was like his 5th or 6th fight. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
but he
people
only
think
fights,
he's
like,
like
twice
been
a
fighting
year.
like 20 times.
that's true. That's true.
Like all these other guys have had like so many fights. That's like his 5th fight. So I don't know. I think he's gonna be the world champ.
Yeah.
Like I think he's gonna. I don't like his wrestling's too good. Like I watched like Islam and all these other guys. Like they're literally just punching a dude and then taking them down, and they can't stop the takedown because they're not good at wrestling.
Right.
So I feel like Bo Nickel, his striking is looking good. I think no one's gonna be able to take him down. If they do, they're probably gonna get submitted.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm every time he fights, I tune in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fun fact: the last guy he wrestled lost to 2 Parkside guys in college.
Who?
The last guy that Bo fought
In the UFC.
at
That guy?
UFC 300.
Oh, that guy?
He wrestled at
He
a
lost to
D2 school.
Parkside?
2 Parkside guys.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Don't mean to flex.
Parkside.
I mean,
What's Bo Bassett doing taking you guys off the list?
That's what I'm saying. Dude.
I think we just, we
I'm
even
Parkside
had,
all
we
the
even,
way, baby.
We even had the NIL.
I just don't think.
Like we had dozens of dollars.
Really?
Yes.
I just think he
for
wanted
him.
a spot his freshman year, and he
That's
just wouldn't have had it with us. You know.
That's true. That's true.
How many years do you have left?
Uno.
One more? One more?
More.
Well, he could, but like,
I'm not. I'm just doing one more. Yeah.
You got to win the title, dude.
I know.
You got to get, like, you got, I'm rooting for you. You got to,
Thank you.
we're going to go train right now.
Yes.
I got to see you on the top of the podium with the gold.
I'll tell you what. Like I was like on like a vision quest, like my high school, because I was like the pinnacle of like, my dad won state, and I was like, I need to win state, like, and it was like my junior year, like I didn't make it to state. This was like I was number 1 ranked in state, and I like didn't make it. And then that next year, it was almost like I wasn't anxious anymore about winning it. And I think for the past couple years in college, it was like I had so bad like anxiety with wrestling.
Do you put a little bit more pressure on yourself just because you're like an influencer wrestler? Like you're a wrestler, you're a good wrestler, but you're also like an influencer. So everything is gonna be like broadcasted. Like if you're like if I lose, everyone's gonna see it and everyone's gonna like comment about it. And it's kind of the same thing as you. Like if you lose, like everyone's gonna comment and see it.
Yeah, and that's like one thing too that's like it's so hard to navigate because there wasn't someone that I could look up towards that was doing, let's say, something like, creating the videos and stuff and being so open that way. But again, that's just you have to play the game, and I think going to this last year, like I'm just gonna be like free and just like I think that I was just caring too much about the result instead of just like focusing on what I can do at that time.
Yeah. You got to read that book, dude.
I
That
know.
book,
I know.
That's what it kind of talks about, just focusing on the process rather than the result and just doing all the little things. I think it's going to help.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely looking forward to it.
I'm
and
cheering you on, man.
It'll be a good year.
Cheering you on.
I'm so excited. I'm done.
Where's
like,
the Nationals at for, where's it?
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll pull up,
You should.
That'd be dope.
That'd be sweet.
get a Parkside hoodie.
We'll hook you up.
You can sign it. Something like that. Sign the hoodie.
Some site.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's this one quote that goes, tell people what you're gonna do, but show them first. And I think that's
good.
something. Yeah, I think that's something that of course, it's like I do a lot of like I like to speak outwards of stuff I want to do because then if it's out there, then it can hold me accountable.
Yeah.
It'll hold me responsible. But I also think that there's some time where it's like you got to do it.
Yeah.
Like, you just have to do it.
I think you'll get it done. I'm excited. I feel like if you love wrestling, it's like you can achieve anything that you set your mind to. But as long as you love it, like if you love going in a room, getting better, I think that's important. Like just loving the sport, loving the process.
Yeah, no, that's a good point because it's like there's you see the graph of like it's super zoomed in and it's like up and then down, but then you look at the big picture and over time it can go up and it's good stuff.
Yep.
You want to grab the?
Yeah, I'll grab her.
So we got this. We have this for every single guest. Have you seen it before?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the plaque.
Heck
Shout
yeah.
out to Brady Shoe. That's who makes all of them at the shoe shop. You are our 32nd in-person guest.
Let's go.
Boom.
That's sweet. Put this up in my room.
You can put that right in front of all the other trophies.
Yeah, that's probably more rare than a D1 national title. There's only 32 of
That's
them in
true.
existence.
That is true.
So.
That's pretty cool.
No, thank you so much for coming on. This has been fun, and I'm looking forward to later too. Also getting at facilities and just kind of rolling around a little bit, seeing what's up. But
might have to test the how long you can hold me down for.
Well, yeah, we'll have to test that out.
well, is there any final words for the pod for you?
Yeah, just thank you. Thanks for having me on. I've been wanting to get on the podcast.
We know.
So I'm like, finally. And so, yeah, I really appreciate you guys. I think you guys do a great job. And wrestling is a sport that is continuing to grow, and I think your guys' page and what you guys do for sport of wrestling helps it grow, help it be relevant, and I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, keep doing what you guys are doing. I'll be supporting, and yeah, thanks.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Dope pod.